Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video we're making these refreshing air dry clay lemon coasters, and I'd love if you decide to subscribe to my channel for more DIY projects. First I'm making a template out of paper. I used a mug to test the size to make sure the coasters will be just right. Next, I rolled out the clay. I'm using DAS air dry clay for this project. I used 5mm guide sticks to get an even thickness across the whole surface. You can make them a bit thicker too, which will make the coasters even more durable. Then I cut the lemon shape using my template. Be careful not to press the paper too hard with your fingers so you don't leave any unwanted marks on the surface. To create the lemon details, you can use, for example, the end of a paintbrush to press the segment lines into the clay. I also used a coarse brush to dab citrus-like texture on the surface. I didn't want to move the lemon at this point because it might lose the shape, so I left it right there to dry. Let the coasters dry for at least a couple of days. Once the surface was dry, I placed a flat wooden weight on top of them to make sure the coasters stay perfectly straight. Clay can sometimes warp as it dries, so I also flipped the coasters over every now and then. Once fully dry, sand the edges smooth and wipe away any dust. Make sure to wear a dust mask. And then it's time for color. I'm painting the coasters with bright yellow and green acrylic paints. And finally, protect the surface with varnish. And it's very important if you are using the coasters for hot drinks, you have to use heat resistant varnish or epoxy resin, so you make sure the surface stays perfect even with hot drinks. I did the bottom first and then the top. When I varnished the top, I used these tape rolls as supports. This helps the varnish dry nicely around the edges without sticking to the table. I poured a bit more varnish to get a smooth, self-leveling surface and used finer brush to finish it off. And we're done. These are so fun and perfect for summer. Thank you so much for watching. I'd be so happy if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful day. Bye.